Oh yes, indeed, time for another Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. What's up, everybody? I'm Mark Walters. If you're new to this channel, this is called Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. I do a lot of these haul videos once a week, sometimes twice a week. Mostly new stuff, although sometimes you will see some older stuff, some bargain books, whatever. I've got a new this week haul, new stuff that came out this week, but I've also got some exciting news. If you guys like this content, please like and subscribe down below. So I've been talking on the last couple of haul videos about how I bought this mega quarter book haul, and I finally filmed it. So I'm going to post that this weekend. I'll put the first one up on Friday, and then I'll put the second one up on Saturday. It's 2 parts, and I'm going to warn you right now. I wasn't sure how I was going to film this because it's just so many books. It's 6.5 short boxes of books. Yes, that I paid a quarter each for. The first video, which is all Marvel comics, it's an hour and 20 minutes long. There was no, I tried. I got through it as quickly as I could. The second video, which is all DC Comics and Independent, is an hour and 19 minutes long. So I apologize in advance. If you watch both videos, you're more of a more of a hero than me. I mean, I don't know if I could sit through 2 hour and 20 minute long videos, but there's good stuff in there, and it was all a quarter, and it's probably the biggest haul I've ever done. So if you do make it through it, you get Mark's Comic Haul, y'all, no prize, and I appreciate your effort. Okay, I forgot to show this on last week's New This Week. This was something I got at my shop. I think certain stores got these, and they were just supposed to give them out at the counter. It's called the TKO Sketchbook number 2. I never saw a TKO Sketchbook number 1. I don't know where they distributed them, but this has basically got previews of upcoming comic books. Like, this is a book by Steve Niles and Kurdiansky, Simon Kurdiansky. Here's some more artwork from it. So there's some cool stuff in here, and it's kind of like an ash can, you know, the old school ash cans, but it's called TKO Presents number 2, and it's a sketchbook. And check your local comic shop and see if they have one and pick it up. Sometimes those things, like I don't know if you guys saw, there was some ash can that got put out that ended up going for like hundreds of dollars because it was just so hard to get. So you never know, it could end up being worth a lot of money. So I'm just letting you know in case you guys can find one at your local comic shop. All right, so new this week books. We'll start with DC and then go to Marvel and then Independent. My God, I'm already 3 minutes into this video. So DC Pride number 1. I got the Jim Lee cover. I believe there is a first appearance in this book. I have not had a chance to read it yet, so I couldn't tell you. I literally am shooting this video Wednesday night, and so I went to the comic shop in the evening, grabbed my books. I haven't had a chance to read anything yet. So, but that's one that you might want to look for. There are 2 covers to that book. I just grabbed the Jim Lee cover. This is the Joker number 4. Yeah, the Joker number 4. On this one, I just opted to grab the Punchline cover. So it's Punchline about to, this poor prison guard is about to get it. Yeah, there's like 3 covers on that book. Kind of a small week this week. I didn't get very much. Wonder Woman 773. I just grabbed the cover B by Joshua Middleton. I thought it was a really beautiful cover. The cover A was kind of hectic and busy. I didn't really like it as much, so I didn't get it. That's it for DC. Not a lot of DC stuff this week that really caught my eye. Marvel. We got Amazing Spider-Man number 68. I went for the Spider-Man villains, Sinister Villains of Spider-Man cover because it has Taskmaster on it, and it's a really nice looking cover. However, wow, I'm getting some really crazy glare there. However, there's something you want to look for on this book that I noticed, and every single copy had it. If you look right here, let me see if I can capture it on camera. You see that little fraying right there? And then also, right here, I think, there's a little fraying right there along the border. every single one of them had it, and some of them were worse than others. So you might have a hard time getting, if you're looking to get like a 9.8 copy, if you're the sort that looks for that sort of thing with Marvel Amazing Spider-Man, good luck on that book, because they all seem to have it. This was one of the variants that I picked up this week. This is a 1 in 25 of Heroes Reborn number 6. This is the Frank Cho variant cover. And I was joking with my comic shop about, we said, do you think that this was like a Wonder Woman cover that Frank Cho just had left over that he never used for DC, and they just decided to use it for Princess Power, Power Princess, whatever? Because, I mean, it could easily be a Wonder Woman cover, you know. So, yeah. We may never know. I guess I could ask Frank the next time I see him. But I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, that's a 1 in 25. And then I went ahead and picked up, only because the price was surprisingly low on it, I went ahead and picked up the 1 in 50, the Varej cover variant. This is a 1 in 50. And I believe there's supposed to be a first appearance of a villain character in this book. So if the villain character ends up being something, this will be a hard book to get, because it's 1 in 50. It's definitely probably the rarest book that came out this week in terms of ratio variants. Not the best cover. I mean, there's really not a lot to it, but which I think is why they sold it as cheap as they did. But hey, it's a 1 in 50. I got it cheap. I couldn't say no at the price they were asking. So, I mean, it was really cheap. Like, cheaper than a 1 in 50 should be. Strange Academy number 11. This is cover A. A nod to Alex Toth, perhaps. And then this is cover B by Art Adams. One of the better of the individual character variants that he's been doing. This is definitely one of the nicer ones. Some of them I really haven't... I mean, I love Art Adams. I'll pick up anything he does. But some of them I haven't really been that impressed with. This one I actually thought looked really nice. So yeah, that's cover B. Okay, and then we're already going into independent comics, which is kind of funny. This is one of those rare weeks where I picked up more independent books than I did of Marvel or DC. That's not normal for me. I don't know if that speaks to anything, but, you know, there it is. Bunny Mask number 1 from Aftershock Comics, new title. This is just the cover A. I think there is a cover B that's like a 1 in 10 or a 1 in 5. It's like a Playboy bunny or something. They didn't have it at the store when I went up there. But anyway, this is cover A, and it looked like this was selling out. So they were down to like 2 copies when I went in there, and I didn't pre-order it. So I was glad I was able to get one. And then I went ahead and grabbed the 1 in 15 Charlie Adlard. This is 1 in 15. I guess this would be called cover C. And kind of a cool cover. And I can't imagine that this is a book that people are ordering just a ton of. So if you can get your hands on one of these 1 in 15s, probably a good idea. This was actually left over from last week. For some reason, the store didn't get their copies in. So this is Firepower number 12, and Frank Miller cover. Interesting little tidbit on this cover. Every single copy they got was damaged, except for like 1 or 2. And they were all damaged either down here, or I'm sorry, it was either up here on the corner, or down here they were crinked bad. So I had to go through and pick out like the 1 or 2 nice copies that I could find. Just be on the lookout. I don't know if that was just my shop or if that was like a universal thing, but you never know. It's unusual for image books to get damaged like that. Geiger number 3. I just picked up this one cover by Gary Frank. I think this is cover D. There's like 5 different covers on this book, and I just grabbed the one I thought looked the coolest. So yeah, I like this book a lot. It's pretty good. Karmen number 4. So this is cover A. Digging this book. The artwork's great. Gilliam March. This is cover A. And this is the 1 in 25 copy variant, black and white, 1 in 25 variant. I may be getting the 1 in 50 variant. There's a 1 in 50 that is really nice. Really nice. I mean, like, much nicer than this. And if I get it, it'll probably be in the next day or so, so I'll have to show it on next week's video. But I will show it because it's beautiful. So I was glad I got this, but the 1 in 50 is the one I really wanted. It's also black and white, but it's a different image. Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword. This is the Dynamite facsimile edition. So basically, this is the Marvel Red Sonja. Dynamite just reprinted it and put their, label on it. I was happy with how this came out. I actually was thinking about buying a couple of copies, but I don't know how they screwed this up. Look at that. The price is like rolling over onto the back of the cover, and this is not like a bad copy. Like, they're all like that. So everything about the cover looks great except for that right there. And that kind of bugs me because I actually have a degree in advertising, and so stuff like that just sticks out like a sore thumb to me. But anyway, I'm still happy to have the book. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 117. I just grabbed cover B because this is Kevin Eastman, and I just thought it was a really cool cover. So I grabbed cover B. Cover A wasn't really doing much for me. I think there's a first appearance of a new character, or maybe the return of a character in this book, but I haven't read it yet, so I don't know. And last but not least, I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 117. This is the retailer incentive 1 in 10 copy variant by Sam Lofty. You guys might know Sam Lofty's work for Last Stop on the Red Line, which was an awesome book from Dark Horse Comics. And Sam's also done some Turtles stuff. So yeah, I really like this cover. Really cool, dynamic Turtles cover. And that's a 1 in 10. Yeah, 1 in 10 copy variant. So that's it for this week. Like I said, kind of a small week for me. I usually would get a lot more stuff than that. But yeah, just not a lot really blowing my skirt up this week. So again, ask your shop if they've got one of these TKO Presents sketchbooks, because you never know, it could be worth having. And that's it, guys. Stay tuned for, like I said, on Friday, I'm going to post part 1 of the Mega Haul, the Quarter Comic Mega Haul. I got to come up with like a name for it. I guess Quarter Comic Mega Haul is probably the easiest name. So part 1, which is an hour and 20 minutes long, sorry, it's all Marvel comics except for like the very beginning. There's a couple of Valiant things in there, but they're trade paperbacks, which is why they're at the beginning. And then part 2, which is all DC and all independent comic books, and that's an hour and 19 minutes long. Again, I apologize. I wish there was a way I could compartmentalize it, make it shorter, something. I thought about how I was going to shoot it. I was like, do I make this like 6 parts, 20 minutes, 30 minutes each? I just didn't know what to do. So if you guys watch it, if you make it through it, kudos to you for doing so. You're a better man than me. I don't know if I could do it. I do want to plug again, I know I've been saying a lot about it, but Dallas Comic Show, my Comic-Con event is coming back. Dallas Comic Show, there it is right there, Dallas Comic Show. We're coming back on June 26th, and we've got some really cool guests coming. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or if you can make it to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, check out DallasComicShow.com for more information. It's just a one-day event. We're trying to kind of ease people back into the Comic-Con scene. And we've already got some really cool stuff in the works for our next 2 events. We've got one on August 21st, 22nd, and one on November 6th and 7th. And there's going to be some fun stuff there. So check out DallasComicShow.com for more information on that. June 26th is our next show. Also find me at BigFanboy.com and my podcast, Big Film Show, which is BigFilmShow.com. See some stuff on there for movie reviews and whatnot. Shout outs to all my friends, Comic Crypt to Castle Hills, Spidey Fan, Fred Hall Direct Edition, Mr. Rigor Mortis 86, Tito, come back, Tito, where you been? Yeah, I'm probably leaving some people out. Oh God, I'm totally brain farting. Anyway, thanks guys. I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe.